Hey guys, been a while since I've done an update on where am I with the cruises refit. So today we're going to do a very quick recap of everything from the start to present day. I haven't done any refit videos in the last 2 or 3 weeks because mostly the tasks have been, well, not video worthy to be honest, or at least not very exciting, like applying anti-skid to this hatch, which I've been procrastinating for a while. And now putting it back in place. But let's start from the beginning. So the very first thing I did was to sand the whole bottom so I could apply new anti-fall. This was probably the hardest task so far. After that I just painted under the waterline. And then that was it on the hull on the outside, to be honest. Now we come up to the deck. One of the first things I had to do before I even started the deck was to remove everything I didn't want on the boat, like that horrible solar panel mount, that platform and some other bits and pieces. So the first thing I wanted to do was to apply anti-skid on the deck, because there was nothing, just a few strips of sandpaper. After I decided I needed anti-skid, I thought, well, since I'm doing the deck, I might as well just do the toe rail and all the areas that's going to be around the anti-skid and get rid of all the leaks on the stanchion. So I sanded the whole deck, sanded the toe rail, removed all the stanchions, push pit, removed the pulpit, and then I had to rebuild the toe rail, which was broken in several places. For the toe rail and the areas surrounding the anti-skid, I used 2-pot primer and 2-pot top coat as well. I then went and bought some kiwi grip and applied the anti-skid on the whole deck. Right, and since the stanchions and the pulpit and push pit were all off, now I decided that I needed to spend 3 weeks on my workshop polishing stainless steel and brass. I still don't know of which material the stanchion bases are made of, brass or bronze, whatever. To refit some of the deck hardware, I had to take the diesel tank out because some screws are only accessible through the aft cabin berth, and that's where the diesel tank was. I chose butyl tape to seal the deck hardware, mainly because it's very easy to work with and it's not as messy as the traditional Sikaflex kind of sealants. So I started with the push pit and then the pulpit. And finally the stanchions. So after all the deck hardware was done, it was time for the boom. I needed a new gooseneck, or really it's the boom reefing system that was broken. I'm not going to use the boom reefing system anymore, so I made a new piece from stock aluminum. Very basic tools, but it does the job. And I then fitted the boom back in place. During the last month we probably had 2 storms coming through. The weather hasn't been that great, with the only few exceptions, so I haven't had much chance to work outside on the boat. We still had a few good days, which I took the opportunity to go sailing, as you've seen from previous videos, like this one. And for the last week I've been doing some other small tasks, like I made a new assembly here for the double sheet arrangement. I also had to seal some of this stuff here because there was leaks everywhere on the cabin when the storms came, and I just lifted this slightly and put some butyl tape in there until I can do the whole cabin top. Then I'll take care of them properly. I have also taken the spray hood off and given it to Silva, which is 100 yards over there, and is fitting new windows to it and reinforcing all the seams because some of them were coming off and there was some tears as well, which is hopefully reinforcing too. The sails are also back from PL sails. They've been serviced. I'm converting the fixed foot to loose foot sail as well. I'm not going to put them there yet because I'm pretty sure I won't be sailing anytime soon, at least not this year. I will create the lazy jacks with just the like low friction stuff, not blocks, because they don't need any maintenance. They will last forever, very light, very small, and they're strong enough. So stay tuned. With roughly 4 weeks before Christmas, there are still a few tasks I would like to complete before the end of the year. Like, I need to decide if I'm going to refit the solar fan that was here, or if I'm just gonna close that hole with some fiberglass and that's it. But I need to do that before the further storms come. I still also need to decide where I'm gonna fit the new self-tailing winches, or new to me, the second-hand ones. Will I fit it here, leave those in place, or will I fit them there and remove those, or whatever? So that, I hope I can do that before the end of the year. And also I have to fit that day tank somewhere in there. I have a small day tank that Luis gave me when I bought the boat, and I just put some new fittings on that, so if I need to move the boat in a hurry, I just go there, plug the 2 hoses, 3 hoses in, and that's it. Okay guys, regarding that diesel tank, the day tank, it's a very small tank, 25 to 30 liters. It's very shallow, so it's not really great, because once the boat heals I would need to have at least half a tank for it to work, I think. But I need something to fit in there so I can just go to the mooring buoy or to the pontoon, or even just around in the estuary if needed. So I'm thinking of fitting it here. It fits from here to there with a 2-finger gap from the elbow. It comes somewhere like this far, and I would create a shelf, put some thermal insulation, even something like rock wool or something. What do you guys think? Will the heat be a problem? This is a raw water cooled engine. It doesn't get as hot as the other ones, but it still produces some heat. So I need your help on that and advice. Just let me know on the comments below what you think. Another option would be to fit it somewhere in there. I do have enough space there for maybe 50-liter tank actually, or at least 30-40 liter tank in there. It would be a pain to fit it there, but at least it would be out of the way. I can fit the tank through there, that hatch. It will have to be a very specific size tank. Maybe I can find one. So tasks to be done this year: close that cabin top hole, fit the diesel tank, the day tank, fit the new self-tailing winches, and maybe, just maybe, I'm able to do the lazy jack arrangement. I still have to find a safe way to climb up that mast. And there you go guys, 5 months have gone past, and that's what I've done on my cruises so far. Some of the tasks were hard, other were just boring but easy, and there's still a lot to come. So stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.